What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Let's talk about this massive burn that we saw from the SHIB ecosystem dev team. It's exciting to see these large burns because it shows us that Shibarium is willing to burn and that this dev team is willing to do something to impact SHIB. Now, I don't know if they have a hidden agenda behind everything that's happening here and whether they believe they're going to see a massive amount of bone that, people end up buying bone or trading bone and seeing all the volume that's happening with it. I don't know if there's some sort of hidden agenda or hidden meaning or whatever behind this, but it's always great to see these massive burns. The last couple of burns that we've seen were in the range of 8 billion. And now we're seeing 9.35 billion Shiba Inu that has been burned in one sitting, getting larger and larger in what we're seeing with the largest burn in Shiba Inu history. So it's great to see that. Fantastic to see that. Now, we would love to see the entire amount that's sitting in there burned off, but we know we can't ask for that because it would be the amount of bone that's coming out that's actually getting sold that would affect their price of what position they know and love, which is the position that they created, bone, right? So let's talk about the 9 billion that has been burned. Let's talk about where the price is and the impact of it, and if I believe that this is going to have a massive impact in the future. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out any of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. If you want to check out my Patreon, I have my Patreon down below where you guys can start, learning about leverage trading. And you can learn about leverage trading. You have market updates, new buys. If you go over there and you sign up for the membership of the Profit Hands membership, that's really what gives you basically everything that you really want besides the one-on-ones and extended portfolio updates and stuff like that. But feel free to go ahead and check out my personal Patreon. There's also a Patreon for HG Access that's down there. If you want to check that out, that's a more expensive Patreon that includes various YouTubers, not just me, also a lot of other people with over 1 million subscribers between all of us. But speaking of Margex or leverage trading, if you guys want to start trading on Margex, feel free to click my link down below for Margex, where you can start trading Shiba Inu at 25x leverage if you want. If you feel like it's going to explode, you can trade at 25x leverage. If you wanted to protect yourself a little bit, you trade at 5x leverage, but it gives you the option to either quickly trade or trade long-term within these plays, whether you're doing a 5x or 25x leverage with Shiba Inu. So definitely go ahead and check that out. The link to Margex is in the description as well. But if we look at Shiba Inu, it currently stands at 0.000009. It's at that added zero level and trying to push its way up to dropping that zero again. Currently sitting at a $5.5 billion market cap with $290 million worth of volume, up 57%. Now, as we saw, it did increase all the way up to that drop zero level, drop zero level, breaking above that point, but did resist from there and started to kind of level out. And now we're seeing things that are falling. Now, the reason why it did jump at that point, which was like 2 p.m., I believe we had that information where the Bitcoin spot ETF was approved, right? I'll put the quotes out there. It was approved. And then it came about that it was a hack. It was not a scam, but a hack behind the SEC Twitter account. And it was not approved. So Bitcoin fell down, Ethereum fell down, everything really fell down. Bitcoin especially from 48 all the way down to like 45 and now, or even down to 44. But Shiba Inu also fell and it went from 0.00001 down to that added zero level. And again, this is what we're focusing on, right? The supply. For Shiba Inu, it's all about decreasing that supply as much as we can over an extended period of time. We don't want to see it all fall off right at once because then we see a rise to the price and a fall to the price and everybody gets out and nobody talks about it again. You want to see it extend over a longer period of time so you have that burning that's going to happen. Now, let's get into the burn. So SHIB burn over here reported maybe like a few, I don't know how many, they report a lot. So you can see in the past 24 hours that 9.35 billion has been burned over these last 24 hours. And you're going to see that that one burn came right here, which was the Shibarium burn. So it was great to see that. We had no heads up that this was going to be the case, but you did see a burn and it came, and I guess it probably was in good timing, because it came right before the Bitcoin spot ETF, which should be approved today, or at least one should be approved today. I don't know if we'll see multiples that will be approved, but it came in kind of good timing there, because it comes at a time where people are going to be investing before the approval takes place, and you would see things that push up. Now it's kind of iffy on what's going to happen because of the false information that people got, the rise to it, and now people are kind of hesitant to get into any type of play based on the Bitcoin spot ETF news. So the overall amount is up by 28,000%, 9.3 billion coins or tokens that have been burned off. If we go back over to the Shibarium tracker, it's going to tell us everything we need to know about how much is left in there. So there's still 1.4 million bone. I guess it has been decreasing in price, and you're seeing that at $900,000, and it continues to add more into the overall accumulated amount. But they were able to burn off 9 billion, over 9 billion coins, making this the largest burn that we've seen, single burn, besides the burn from Vitalik. So that's great to see. It's fantastic to see. But what does that really mean for Shiba Inu? When we see a 9 billion coin burn, does that mean that it's going to have a massive effect? 9 billion coins is not a lot. We have 589 trillion. Each trillion has 1,000 billion in it. So if we're even trying to get to 1 trillion, we're kind of a light years away from even getting to that 1 trillion mark, because we burned off 9 billion. However, anything that's burned off, it's still amazing to be able to see that, because you're looking at something that has a certain ceiling of a price. Let's say it's $100 billion, and it's going to be this $100 billion market cap, and this is going to be the price associated with that. Well, now you can see this at the same market cap, $100 billion, but now that it has less supply, the price rises just a little bit. So it's not a massive amount or a massive change, but it is a large amount that we can get excited about, and we can potentially see these burns. Doesn't mean that we're going to see trillions that are burning off in a month. No, it doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean we're going to see trillions that burn off in a year. No, but what it does do is assure us that this ecosystem dev team is maybe starting to care about the Shiba Inu community, and showing their support for the Shiba Inu community, and see how that really works for the success of Bone and Leash and everything that they're building. Which honestly, I think they'll find that Bone, Leash, and everything else that they do have there will have a ton more success if they find a way to support Shiba Inu in every single way that they possibly can. They're going to notice that. But anyways, it's still a massive burn. 9.35 billion Shiba has been burned, and it's gone forever. And let's just hope we can see multiple tens and hundreds of billions, for the years to come. And I would love to see hundreds of trillions that are burned off in the years to come. But let me know your opinion about this. I know there's going to be a bunch of people that are like, it's a drop in the bucket. And it honestly is. It's a drop in the bucket, but at least it's still a drop. It's like if someone gets a sip of water, that's still a sip of water that can now hold them over for a long period of time, right? Obviously, we need to see a lot more burning that happens within here, but in due time, hopefully. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you guys want to check out Margex, check out my Patreon, feel free to check out that. The link is in the description. Guys, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.